blockchain bets.
So you should know the story by now. Blockchain Bets is where we bring you picks. We tell you where you're going to make money. That's the game. Every single week on Tuesdays, Richard and I break down a blue chip, a mid cap, and a degen casino play that we think have a big amount of potential into the next week for upside gains. But I'm going to do you one better. Throughout the month of December, it's the giving season. I'm going to raise the stakes a little bit and say that across the month, these are picks that you need to be watching. That'll be for this Tuesday's episode, next Tuesday's episode, all the way through Christmas. These are picks that will have an impact in December and be the gift that keeps on giving. So, Richard, tell the folks a little bit about your first bet in the blue chip category.
All right. Algorand, everyone. Algorand is an amazing project that I've been watching for the last year. So every once in a while, you'll have like I'll have someone that comes on the show and they'll be like, "Hey, you need to check out one of these projects." And shout out to um, Peter Saddington with Emirate. A while back, he was like, "Hey, man, you need to check these guys out, see what they're doing," and been watching them for over a year now, and all they're doing is growing because they're doing nothing but providing more and more value back to their community. And I believe they now have ways that you can stake, and also just within the bull cycle that's happened, although they've had a lot of major gains, looking at some technical analysis, looks like they're due for another rise up. And I think December could be their time to truly see that next leg up. So my pick this week is going to be Algo.
And look, right now at the Decipher Miami conference, Algorand is in the middle of a massive presentation. So there's a lot of stuff going on. I like to call them kind of like the project that Tezos wishes they were. But anyway, onto the way that onto saying more things that'll piss off our producer Chris. My pick this week is XRP. Now, why is my pick this week XRP? There's no new news. Well, I hate to break it to you. Every single piece of news that's come out across the last 6 weeks shows that the SEC is not going to win this case. They're just not. So I look at the past week's dip and I sit here and think to myself, where's the opportunity? XRP looks like it's primed. They pulled back a little bit. It's a good entry point. I would be looking at securing a sizable bag of it so that when the SEC case ends, you can take advantage of that massive pop that XRP will naturally bring. But let's move into the mid cap, Rich. Who do you have for the mid cap this week?
This week I have Cosmos, which is Atom as the ticker. Cosmos is a really cool, really cool layer one solution, and which arguably could be layer zero, depending on how you look at it. All the same, they are building a ton of great projects in their ecosystem. And one of the things that I really enjoy about their ecosystem is that they, within the developer community, will, once they bring a new project into their system, they will work with them to figure out the best ways and to grow in the quickest ways that they can solve some of their security challenges and et cetera, and connecting them with other things to make sure that whether it's oracles like osmosis, et cetera, to make sure that as they build within their ecosystem, they have all the tools they need to be successful. And I think that is awesome. They are really trying to build a strong community. I think they are super undervalued. I think they're very undervalued, especially as you look at the broader view of all of the different projects that are being built on it right now. Also, just with this, a lot of the latest speakers we have had on the show have come on and they're being built on Cosmos. When you hear something like that enough times and you see the amount of value that these companies that are building on top of them are bringing, you can't ignore it. So this week I'm picking Cosmos. I think it still hasn't gotten back to its all-time high of around 44. I think December could be a magical month. So look out for Cosmos.
Yeah, I really like it. I don't have to dive too much deeper into why I like it, but I think Cosmos has a lot of legs, not just for this market, but into the next. So great pick there. Mine is going to be one that I never thought we'd be able to say got into the top 100. We talked about it a couple weeks ago. ENS, the Ethereum name service, this is their governance token. They launched 2 weeks ago.
2 weeks ago.
Like, it
Two-
feels stupid. It feels really stupid that I'm sitting here saying, like, my pick this week in the mid cap is a coin that launched 2 weeks ago and is now in the top 100. Because you have to question that and sit here and say, "Okay, then where the hell are you gonna find upside, Steve? You're not gonna find upside. It's already run." I don't think it has. Reason is, according to the TA, it just formed a cup and handle, like a really strong cup and handle. Like, if you were to literally go into your kitchen and get a cup that had a handle, the chart would look like that. That is one of the chart formations that I trust the most, and frankly, if my math worked out right, I kind of see a price target of 115. I think we're trading it right around $70 right now.
Wow.
So, if you're looking for upside, do some research into ENS or just go secure yourself an ENS domain because frankly, by doing that, you're going to want to dive deeper into the protocol and you're going to force yourself to do research by owning property. That's my take on ENS. I could go on for days about it. But Richard, let's move into the DJ and Casino where we have the most fun here in making massive returns. What is your DJ and Casino pick this week?
My DJ Casino this week is DAG. So DAG has we had them on the show, and what they're working on is really really cool. They're all about security. They have a government contract with the Department of Defense. So um, a lot of their protocols and what they have going, also the DAG community, man, they are strong and they're fierce. And a couple of things. One, I think this is another one that just has way more upside than a lot of people give it credit for. I think it's not on like everyone's radar just yet, but it eventually will be. Also, go into some technical analysis, just like you said about the cup and handle. It has a nice little cup and handle forming around the 1 month, and it's been finding some support between 20 and 18 cents, and I think it has a good opportunity to get back up to where near all time highs was around 30 cents. So that could be a quick little flip right there. So Constellation, DAG, check it out.
It's really crazy to me that DAG is still outside of the top 300.
Yep,
And that's not like a dig against it or anything. They have a contract with the DoD and they have network effect. Like their community is insane. I mean, everything adds up that DAG will be a great long-term play. But frankly, I personally want to do more research into other projects that have secured DoD projects because I have to imagine that list is very, very short.
very.
So we gotta be thinking about that one long term too, because government contracts typically are pretty lucrative. Let's just say that. My
Yeah.
DJ and Casino pick this week is going to be Sunday Swap. So Steve, why are we picking food? I mean, I like delicious gains, don't you? The truth is, Sunday Swap is not a coin that is yet on market. I'm bringing it to your attention because I personally believe that this is going to be the DEX of choice on Cardano. We are right now, I believe, on the cusp of Sunday Swap's launch. And when they do, the entire Cardano ecosystem takes a massive jump forward because it enables everybody to start using it. They're using a very specific mechanism for getting their tokens out into the world. They're not airdropping, they're not doing an IDO or an IEO or an IPO or an ICO, none of that. They decided to take a new novel route, and that is called an ISPO, an initial stake pool offering. That means that if you go onto the Daedalus network within Cardano and you stake your Cardano with the Sunday Swap protocol, you will get a proportional amount of Sunday Swap basically dropped into your wallet for having staked using their protocol. Sunday Swap, from every single technical point of view on the fundamentals, it checks out. And I will tell you that there are tons of analysts out there that are saying that from a like internal technical standpoint, it is the most well-built exchange that they've ever reviewed. When those things come together, folks, like to me, I see a massive opportunity. Do I think it's going to pump in the next week? No, because it's not available yet. But thanks to us, now you know about it. So go stake your Cardano with the Sunday swap stake pool and get yourself a cut of that ice cream, you know? So look, that's what we got this week on blockchain bets. Let's recap it for you. Break it down for us, Richard. What did we pick?
First, we got Algorand. Steve got Ripple for our blue chips. Our mid caps are Cosmos, Atom, and ENS Ethereum name service for Steve. And then the DJ Casino, we have Constellation DAG, and we have Sunday Swap Sunday.
So that will wrap it up for our blockchain bets. But before we go, we do like to throw in a little bit of NFT alpha for you every single week on blockchain bets, despite us not having it on screen for our YouTube fans. Um, I want to pitch it out there to you off the top of the dome. Rich, do you have an NFT pick this week?
I don't know if I said this last week. I'm gonna say it again. Gambling apes. We talked about it last week. People like gambling. They whole like it a whole lot. And the fact that you're going to be able to go to both in-person events and also be able to do it in the metaverse virtually, um, it's solid. And if you look at the floor, it's been freaking rising and rising and rising over the last several weeks. Gambling apes. Check it out.
Believe the floor on that is right now right around 1 Ethereum. So for some people that may not be seen as attainable or that they want to spend that much right now. So let's play on both sides of the 1 ETH game for just one moment more. I'm going to give you a pick below it and above it. My pick below it right now is the Littles. So if you go up on OpenSea, search the Littles NFT. It is a really cute little pixel project that was released and backed by three of the biggest projects out there right now. You have the likes of Kaiju Kings, Subducks, and yes, the Cyberkongs. Cyberkongs are one of the most valuable projects in the NFT world right now, and they have a ton of influence behind them. All three of these projects will directly benefit if the Littles succeeds. I would be willing to bet that they're going to want it to succeed and they're going to move heaven and earth to make it a successful project. So I would be looking at them under an ETH, but over an ETH, I think that the coolest project out there right now that launched yesterday and today because they ran into a technical hiccup is Clone X from Artifact. These guys have been in the NFT game for a hot minute now, have some of the most valuable assets out there consistently above like 5 ETH floor. They just sold out right around 2 ETH today from Dutch auction and then a fixed price auction. So 20,000 of these NFTs are out there. I would have to imagine that the prices are going to dip just a little bit. So if you want to get into something that's going to be higher value, I would look at Clone X by Artifact. That's going to wrap it up for blockchain bets this week, Rich. Let's go ahead and close things out with a little bit of what people need to watch for.